Hello Professor, this is our walkthrough of our website WRU. So as you can see, this is our main page. So when you first load the page, this is what a user will see. We have our nav bar here with reporting pets, missing pets, reunited pets, as well as donations if you want to create a donation post or to view the current listing, and we have our login button. I'll get to that in a moment. This is also where you can click if you want to create a pet flyer, same as over here. And then on the bottom we have our About Us page, our resources, and the GitHub link. Let's go to the About Us first. So here, we just talk about our website, describe the website itself, why we made it, and some general features of our website. And then as for the resources, it's just some links we found online that we felt would be useful for other people to have. So we have links over here for animal shelters, and then some tips for missing pets, just to help other people find them. And then we also have some sort of general pet care links that we found as well. So let's go back to the home page and let's log in. So we have our general login, and we also have an account registration. So if I want to create an account, let's make up testing 123. That'll be our username, and I'll just do my name for first name and last name. Or I can do, let's just leave it as my name and password. Something like 8 characters, email address. There's the fake Gmail. All the email address only checks if you have an @ symbol. The password here does check that it is over 8 characters. As well as the zip code, it has to put in a valid one, because we do have a function that checks to make sure it is an existing zip code in the United States. Date of birth, just choose a random day. Well, city. So created our account. So let's log in. Okay, so now that we've logged in, we're able to view these different tabs. So let's go report our missing pet first. So as you can see, this is our missing pet page. So let's choose a image first. Pull up the image folder we have, and let's do this lizard over here. So let's call the lizard, I don't know, Mikey the lizard. So it's a male, and then it's a reptile, and he's green. Size, let's say I would say small, extra small. It feels more like a little mouse or something. And then we have the pet's last seen location and zip code. Again, we have a function that checks not only that this is a valid zip code, but also that this city, street, and zip code all combined together to form an actual existing address, because we use that for our geolocation function, which I'll show you in just a moment. Let's say he went missing May 1st. Description, let's see, nervous around but very nice. Sounds good to me, so let's post this. So, flight I created successfully, and then it says our pet's ID is 35. So we are redirected from this page to the missing pet page over here. So I were to search up 35. We have our Mikey the lizard over here. Click that for a moment, and if I want to filter by, say, reptiles in general, I have Tony and I have Mikey. All these filters work as well, and you can search by zip code. So let's search by reptiles with the 1120 zip code, and that's only Mikey. So clear filters. Back to Mikey over here. So, and now we're on the selected post page. This shows the main description of the pets. The previous page just shows like a brief description, but this is like more going into detail, with the animal statistics, as well as one of our more unique aspects of our website, the geolocation. So it takes the last known location, street, town, and zip code, and then if we have the sort of Google Maps-esque sort of thing we had from online, and then we show a sort of general location. Since it's not a exact pinpoint location, we have this sort of opaque red circle to denote an area where they could be seen last. And like Google Maps, you can zoom in, zoom out. It's got street names, all that sort of stuff. Let's close that. And then if you want to share this with someone, we can click this button here. You could copy paste this directly, and then it would work. Obviously, if you click copy, it would copy all of this, and then the person who receives it would simply just copy and then paste that, and then it will take them to the selected post directly. Of course, this only works on localhost because of each database is set up, but if this was hosted on a cloud database, it would work as intended. So back to over here, let's close that, and then we can also make comments. So all users are able to comment on posts, but only the person who made the comment can delete it. So if I say hello, and then I could post it over there, so we'll have my comment shows up here, and since I made this comment, I'm able to delete it. But other people are also to make comments. So if I log into a different account and I said like how are you, and I post it over here, my comment would show up as well underneath my username. It's just that this delete button would not show for anyone else other than me, because again, I made the comment, therefore only I can remove it. So just remove that. And over here, let's go back up, we have two buttons. So this will simply delete this post in general, or we can mark this as found. And again, like for comments, these two buttons only show up for the creator of the post. So over here, the delete button shows up for creator of the comment, delete post and mark as found shows up for creator of the post. So let's not delete this because we have more functionality to show you. So if I mark it as found, it's going to be, this flyer will be moved from the missing pets to the reunited pets section. So let's mark it as found, and then this pet ID is 12. So like any other one, you can search by pet ID. So you have Mikey over here, or you can also filter it. The filters here are much more simple. It's simply newest first or oldest first, and then we have Mikey over here. This one is much more of a brief description. There's no detailed page per se, because the existence of this page is more to provide hope for other people to show like, oh hey, look at all these pets that have been found. Hopefully your pet will be, another one that's been reunited with their family. It's just to provide a sense of hope, essentially. So let's clear that, and now we can move on to the next section. So donations. So similarly to creating a pet post, you can create a donation post. So let me just get the images we have for that. So since we did a lizard, let's just do this toy over here. So let's call it a toy dinosaur. That's how you spell it. Quantity 1. You can have more quantities. We'll just leave it as 1 for now. Category, a toy. And condition, let's say it's like this. So all dinosaur plushie toy. So we'll do that. And now the toy is added to listings over here. So this page is right here. And this shows all the current donation listings. It also any listing information. It'll show date posted, the user's contact information from the email. It'll show the status, quantity, condition, as well as the user's zip code that they put in for their account, as well as description. Contact information, so you want to contact to see if for to pick up the donation, this is where you would send them an email. And then a zip code is so you have a general idea of where the user is. Well, the user who posted it, like say this zip code's in Nassau, because this is for Garden City. But if one of the zip codes, I didn't recognize it, and I looked it up and I found that it was all the way in Utah, it would certainly it would affect my decision if I wanted to actually go and pick up this donation, because I would either have to drive all the way there and back, which is unrealistic, or I would have to ship it, which would incur additional costs. So it's to help people make an informed decision. And like the other ones as well, we have buttons that appear only for the person that created the post. So as you can see, all these other posts were not made by this account, and thus they don't have a delete button or a mark as claimed button. So mark as claimed is like the button says. If I were to click on this, the status will change from available to claimed. As you can see, it's now changed from available to claimed. Now delete button would remove this post as well, but since we still have more functionality to show you, I won't do that just yet. So lastly, we have our user account section. So over here, I can change my username, password. Obviously, I'm not going to show the password because, well, first of all, it's hashed with a one-way hash, so it's not even a viable ability. And even if I could hash it backwards, it wouldn't be, secure. So anyways, I can change my password, I can change my username, and any changes you made will also be updated on the website. So instead of do testing 1 2 3, I want to do testing 3 2 1. So edit that, and now there it is. And I want to change the zip code to there it is. Oh, and zip code is checked here as well to make sure that it's an existing Levi zip code. Change my city to and then over here, underneath the section with your profile of the user information, we have a section for related posts. So this will show all the posts we've made. So we have our toy dinosaur over here from our donation, and then we have our found posts. We have Mikey the lizard over here, who was marked as found. And remember, since Mikey was marked as found, he no longer shows up as a missing pet. He will show up as a reunited pet. So let's go with that. And then of course, these are just redirect you back to the create a pet flyer, as well as creating a donation post over here. Now if I were to sign out and then attempt to access something other than the home page or the about us, because these three you don't need to log in to do. Let's say I want to create a missing pet, I have to log in for security reasons, of course. Same thing, I want to try and open a missing pet, nothing will load at the moment, and I have to log in. And then similarly for donations, same like that. So go back to home page, and then let's log in to that account again. Alright, let's go to a different pet post over here. So let's see, I did not make this post, evidenced by the lack of a delete post and mark as found post over here, but I can still make comments. Like I can say hello on this post. And so we have over here my account said hello, and then if I were to sign into a different account and then go back to that post, I can see that comment over there, and then I can make a comment as well. And again, this account did not make this post, and therefore, so I'm not able to make edits to it. So I can say hello there, and see my comments all show up over here. So let's sign out, and that is the walkthrough for our WRU page. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.